covering.
Assassin's Creed.
I need to know why they put a bra on a statue. I need to know.
Black Flag Resynced has censored wooden figureheads of
Why?
women on ships.
I need to know.
I hugged her, Daddy!
Thank you so much, Abaziran! Thank you! For the 20 gifted. Mwah!
Oh my god. Actual censorship. Previously we
That was so bad. No comment.
saw the Oblivion remake cover-up statues as well, and when I talked about it, I had people coming at me saying, well...
Dude, she's so hot. Dude, the pirate look is working on me. Absolutely.
It's such a small, insignificant thing. It's not that big of a deal, it's a tiny part of the game, and it doesn't make the game bad. And we can straighten that out right now.
You can't even look at both titties anymore. Dude, none of the characters have cleavages anymore. None of the NPCs, and not even a boat titty. That's so sad.
Flag Resynced does not look like a bad game. I haven't had the chance to play it myself, but from what I've seen on screenshots, it looks really beautiful. Black Flag is actually one of my favorite Assassin's Creed.
I guarantee you there will be a mod to, like, on-tittify the boat. Thank God that there are mods for everything.
Games, and it was my first PS4 game as well, so I have like a really special attachment to it. It looked great then, and I mean now it's just stunning. But the game being good and it having questionable design choices.
Androgyny is the goal. But why? Not everyone is androgynous, so why does everything have to be androgynous? It's so silly.
Are not
I like my women with tits. Much.
mutually exclusive. Both of those things can be true. I always find this kind of thing particularly annoying because it is so obviously pandering to the crowd that doesn't really care about video games, but they do care about
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think anyone cares if the siren or the mermaid in front of the boat has her titty out or not. Dude, not even the Starbucks logo has her, like, you know, like, no one cares about it. It's just, they do care. Ooh, who is like, oh my god, this game is unplayable because the titty has been, you know, it's out. The HR department. Ugh.
controlling what you can and cannot
Twitter. Yeah, but those people never buy the games.
like. It is anti-art, and it is hypocritical. You absolutely cannot ignore the double standards when they are so blatantly in front of you. Look at Assassin's Creed Odyssey and how it prominently features full frontal male nudity on statues.
Oh la la, a penole? Hello?
So much so that PC Gamer gleefully
Every penis in Assassin's Creed Odyssey rated. Oh, okay. What? From itty bitty lumps of misshapen bronze to a wiener you can literally dangle from, we are rating every penis we have found. If you hate women, just say so.
made an article deep dive into all
What
of
the
the
hell?
variations present in the game. This is peak journalism. And yet here,
You know what? I will tell you what this is. This is actually the erosion of understanding. Back then, way back then, if you looked at a tittied out woman, you didn't immediately thought about that, yeah, I'm going to get hard. You could appreciate naked beauty. You know, it wasn't pervert. It was just a thing. It was human. Everyone can be naked. It's beautiful. It's the human body, how it's sculpted. And it can simply be without you having degenerate thoughts about it. But now everything is so sexualized that when you see something as inoffensive as like a statue, you're like, but what will the children say? Oh my god, what will the children say? Not gonna be like that, but children see more tits than your regular young adult. You know? Like, how do you think a child is being breastfed? You know? Children oftentimes still shower with their parents, especially with their mother. It's not a taboo to see a naked person in your home because it's normal, it's a human body. You're the one making it into something perverted and weird and almost something to be like shameful, you know?
In a game about pirates on a
Like even when back then, like the ancient Greek and Roman dudes were like making all those statues, it wasn't a statue to goon for. It was something to be like, oh, it's beautiful because humanity is amazing and this is what we are, and like look at the muscles, look at the flesh, look at the all the body parts, and now it's just like wow.
pirate ship, we must cover up the female chest. There can be no trace of it. It is absolutely
Swear.
obscene, unheard of. Tell me again how this isn't specifically about censoring women's bodies. What's more
It
is
is.
that I don't remember anything like that being present in Black Flag, but if there was a character that was like a Greek god type male character
Sorry, I had one of those thoughts. I had one of those unwanted thoughts that made me giggle.
wearing very little clothing,
I was just thinking about that. You can accidentally leave out a letter of this game's name and it can mean something very offensive, and it would be really embarrassing if I would accidentally say that, so I'm not going to repeat the name of the game because I don't want it to be clipped of me accidentally leaving a letter out.
I can imagine that not only would they be very true to the source material when it came to a remake, they would also probably accentuate any details and things that he had going on. Why are we so afraid of boobs? Boobs.
Bah!
Isn't that easy? Going back to this not being a big deal, sure.
You know what? I think people are not afraid. It's just right now, the most people who show boobs, they are literally online prostitutes. So I think people are really just start to think like, oh, I see boobs, you have an OnlyFans. Boobs, oh, you're a scandalous woman. You're like one of those Instagram models who go to Dubai so that people can like do things with you on the yacht, you know?
Sure. Let's not care about it. In fact, let's not care about any
It's sort of like it's getting tied together that if you show any skin, you're a scandalous woman with like low morals and high body count.
small details in games ever. Let's just have AI generate them instead of getting people to create them, because they don't matter. They're small details, right?
Hey.
It's not a big deal.
Your shoulder is showing. I know, I'm a hooker.
Except if you actually care about intentional, meaningful choices in game design like I do, then it does become a problem. It takes 2 seconds of research online to learn that the specifically topless female figureheads on ships were designed in line with superstitions amongst pirates and sailors. It's said that a visage of beautiful, semi-nude women could distract sea gods and calm storms.
True.
Isn't that like super interesting, especially for a game like this? Somebody did their research, and through this medium, through video games, they showcased a part of history as was always done in
Also, it's just boobs, man. Like, who cares? It's like everyone has boobs. It's just ladies' boobs are a little bit rounder.
Assassin's Creed games. They have always been crafted with a degree of historical research, even though the events and the main characters are
You say that because you have them. Well, duh. I care a lot. Oh, okay. My apologies. I didn't want to distract you with my feminine charms.
fictional.
Fine.
Their stories unfold
I'm
in a setting
covering
that does
them.
include real-world history, even real figures from world history, and that is what makes these games so unique. Going out of your way to censor wooden figures of the female body because we must suppress the evil male gaze is so directly
That's you, by the way. The evil male gaze, that's all of you. Right now. So evil. Such male. Much gaze.
disrespectful to the real-world cultures that are being depicted in these games. And I mean, fighting with the male gaze in a game about pirates.
I feel like it's, in a way, it's even insulting to men. Because I guarantee you that if you hypothetically, you would go to a beach where chicks can be topless, half of the dudes would, okay, sure. If they are really hot, some of you guys would get hard. But the other half of you would be just like tee-hee, titties. And you would just giggle like a stupid man because you just saw titties. You know? And even just because you get a boner, it doesn't mean you want anything. It's your human body's natural reaction that you saw something attractive and your body is reacting to it. That's why you have been blessed with a mind and self-control that you do not want to do anything. And I feel like
The
it's
same people
belittling
censoring
people.
boo-boo in games are the people pushing for androgynous everything. They
Yeah.
are offended by feminine beauty because it makes them feel inadequate. It is a culture war.
It is. You're right. It is so stupid.
A male-dominated
Yeah, you have control. You can like choke that motherfucker and keep it in your pants.
profession, so to speak, is a choice. And we already have a fair idea of why this happens, but I genuinely want to hear somebody try and justify this to me. Give me proper reasoning. Why? Why are we okay with sanitizing and covering up elements like this in mature rated games, mind you?
I unironically think that this is just an an extension of girls' insecurity, right? Like when you have a group of people who are like super hot, like it's like, you know, like Victoria's Secrets, those girls are always very catty, right? Because you have to be like the very best and you have to be the most beautiful. And now we are in this stage where we have a bunch of chicks who are very mid-looking, right? Mid-looking, and they look up onto these very attractive these very attractive women, and they are like, oh, well, why would you sexualize them? Let's just cover them up. Let's just make them more androgynous. Let's just make them less curvy, less feminine, right? They are making the girls more like them. A little bit. So it's like, if it's more like them, it's the same thing what happened with the body positivity movement, right? Every fat chick was telling you that actually I am sexy, I'm beautiful, I am healthy, and I'm perfect. And if you don't date me, you're fat phobic. And then we got to Ozempic, and suddenly every fat chick who was fat now is skinny. And they are just like, oh yeah, look at me, I'm skinny now, I'm hot. Or, you know, they just like died because being morbidly obese is actually really bad for your body and you shouldn't do that. Yeah.
What is the benefit, especially when we absolutely
Women are their own worst enemy. Unironically, yeah. And it's all, you know, you can tell me a lot of things, but it's all about like competition. And it's not even about getting the dudes. I don't think it's always about the dudes. It's about other women competing against other women. Because many times it's not that, oh, I want all the men. It's just, I want to be like the queen bee or something.
undeniably can see the double standards when it comes to depictions of men versus depictions of women in video games. Somebody pointed out that even animals...
It's actually kind of funny because boobs I want to see and penises I actually don't want to see, and they are unwilling to censor the dicks, which I don't care. Like, yeah, you get like a two handsome balls, very good for you. I would much rather see some titties.
Animal Crossing didn't censor statues in this way because...
I'm sorry, what is the Spanish saying about Animal Crossing? Oh, right, the statues about Animal Crossing. Right. See, we don't have Spanish people.
These are works of
Sí,
art.
sí, sí,
The
yeah.
female body and the feminine form isn't this evil, obscene thing. And the more things like this happen, this oddly conservative approach to art, the more we are indirectly perpetuating the idea that...
I actually don't think this is a conservative approach. Because those people who say that you should cover these things up are the same who tell you that you're the best if you have an OnlyFans. I think this is more about you don't want the males to look at beautiful women unless you pay for it. And like you actually pay for it.
that women in general should just be more covered up. This is the type of thing you see on album covers in the Middle East because in their culture you're not allowed to show skin as a woman like that. And in fact, in some cultures in the Middle East, you're not allowed to show women at all. When you're trying to...
I could say something very insensitive here, but I will hold my tongue.
to show a bit of history and showcase a culture from a different time, why not accurately show the realities of this culture in your art? Especially when the source material already did so and nobody had a problem with it. I don't remember anyone...
They could have just removed the nips if they are trying to be like super polite about it. You know? Like you can just do it like it's just a curvature and that's it.
ever speaking about this. That's just it. It's a small thing.
You could have just even like play it up. Oh no, it eroded. Oh no, the nips are gone.
You'll ask me, why do I care about such a small thing? So I'll ask you, why did they care enough to change such a small thing? The thing that you're told isn't happening keeps happening. Clearly somebody somewhere cares enough to make these changes. And this is on the backdrop of this increased desensitization to depictions of extreme violence in media. Now, this might not be directly relevant to Assassin's Creed in
The Mortal Kombat. I'm still mad about Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat was good for two things, and two things only. It was fun ripping people apart and pull out their spines out of their asshole, and the chicks were hot. Okay? If I don't have the two things, that's not Mortal Kombat. I don't care about your stupidest lore, and I don't care about you covering the bitches up. If I can't see the titties, I don't care.
this case, but we recently talked about Mortal Kombat. The outfits of the female fighters are very—
Look at it, look at that's not Mortal Kombat. That's Mortal Kombat when you're a single mother of two, of like two different baby daddies, and you have to pick the children up. And you don't know which kind of edibles you wanna pick up for the kids. Okay? Mortal Kombat Divorced Mom Edition. Oof.
very much on the more conservative, covered up side. Meanwhile,
They really hate when women have like this line. The waist. Whenever you actually have a little curvature, modern games really hate it. Like, you don't even have to make bigger boobs. It's like, whatever. Just make them a little bit like more, you know, sort of like have like that hourglass. But they hate it. I don't know why.
their gory, violent aspect has only been amplified. The latest Mortal Kombat in particular, it's a game that I bought and I finished.
You know why? Because when you're a big Chungus and Gorlock, you don't have curves. Your curves are just this. Not this. You're like convex and concave. Like the opposite sides of a coin. There's one curve, but there's one gigantic curve.
Like the week that it came out, I was so curious about it. Oh my god, the finishing moves are so detailed. They are so extremely graphic and gory, it's actually sickening. And of course, thanks to more detailed and more realistic graphics, they are—
You know what's the saddest thing about it? That eventually, like, this is, if they're not going to stop, this is going to be normalized, that you as a woman, you have to cover up. Oh, you're wearing a bikini? Wow, you're being a whore. Because that's indecent. You should be covering up. And women will slowly lose their rights to dress the way they want to. Because, wow, you should be more modest. You should, like, actually wear, like, a one-piece swimsuit instead of a bikini. You should not wear a thong. You should just wear a normal panty, you know? And I will never understand why many women fight against their own freaking downfall. It's like, you're censoring yourself, bitch. This is going to turn around. You know, you will be involved in this.
are more explicit. So we're okay with literally tearing female characters apart limb from limb, but God forbid they show a little bit of cleavage. Not in my
Bring back the titties.
good Christian neighborhood. I'm not surprised that Black Flag Resynced is overall successful. It's a
You can actually feel the effects of this already. Think about Stellar Blade. Everyone who was like yapping about Stellar Blade on Twitter, it was like, oh my god, it's a Gunner game. Oh my god, it's just for the boy. It's such a male game. Oh my god, it's so sexualized. It's whatever. That was the first wave. The second wave is like, oh, you have a young looking girl. Oh my god, you're being a PDF. That's literally a child. It doesn't matter if it has adult proportions on an adult body. Just because the face looked not like, you know, like always like the wrinkles showing, people cannot perceive a good looking youthful woman as not a child, you know. They it's like oh my god, she was only 23, you sick fuck, you know. It's not normal. People are losing like perception of these things.
remake of a really good game. In fact, it's many fans' favorite Assassin's
And it's mostly girls. Like, I don't, like, yeah, sure, there were probably soys who were like, oh no, it's just for the good. But I'll be honest with you. I don't think the dudes really minded. Oh no, Eve is actually really attractive. And wow, she's wearing tight clothes on her ass. Wow, how horrible.
Grade game. Of course it was going to sell. There was never any question about that. And I'll probably
She was 70 years old, died years ago. Says. So true. So true.
try it myself at some point, but I'm not gonna lie. Things like this, they do rub me the wrong way. You know, a great thing about all these single-player games that we love so much, like Assassin's Creed or Elder Scrolls, etc., is that although it is a single-player experience, it very much feels like you're not alone in this world. You can feel the presence of the people that crafted this world because of the special attention to detail and deliberate design choices
It's okay. Mods will fix it. It will fix it. I believe it.
that have a deeper meaning, can make you learn something even about your real-world history, and they are just a raw, genuine expression of art through video games. When you ask AI to generate an image of something, for example, a library, it'll just give you an image and it will put stuff wherever it wants to put stuff. Unless you're super specific with the prompt, but I mean, even then. In the older games that we love, every object that you find in the world is placed in the exact location that you find it in because a real person thought to put it there. There was a deliberate action that was taken.
Oh my god. Look, my Eastern European bicycle. It's just where I left it. I knew it.
There was thought behind the process of putting
It's
it there.
mine.
Even if that thought was something as simple as, this would look really pretty right there. And that's partially why people respond negatively to the idea of AI generating anything for video games, including concept art. Because these supposedly small, insignificant details do matter to people. There are tons of YouTube channels nowadays analyzing tiny details in games that you may have missed. I do this, my whole channel is based on this. Because these tiny, insignificant things are a connection to the creator of the world that you're going through. So if we know that this matters to people, and things like this are just done to pander to a specific group of people or send a message, then it should bother you also.
But the people who are pandering, they never buy the games. That's the fun part about it. Like, how many times you hear it, it's like, oh yeah, it's like for the modern audience, and then something flops because those people... They are like VTweeters. They are not actually VTubers. They don't stream. They just yap, and yap. But they don't even yap on stream. They just like shit talk on Twitter. You know? Yeah, it is all just performative. It's like, wow, I am better than you because I don't like my women sexualized. Oh, those OnlyFans girls that I'm supporting. Oh, they are doing it in independent. They are just getting the bag. Actually, I'm sorry, that's respectable. Don't you dare to call them anything but.
Takes away from the art and meaning behind game design. The design of the actual female characters.
Oh my god, oh my god. Is this game set in the UK by any chance? I do not wish to insult anyone, but is it possible that everyone is English? And maybe that's the problem, that this is like an alternate reality where England actually took over everything. And this just happened. If you paint them green, it's literally Shrek. Do not disrespect my boy like that. Okay, that's cruel, even for him.
Is actually something
So
that
rude.
is also discussed these days. I haven't actually had a chance.
You know, the only thing is that I don't even mind that her tits are not out because you're so fucking ugly. You have like a mumps or some weird thyroid issue that I don't want to see it.
To dive deeper into that myself. Some of the screenshots looked a little weird and then others were fine. Honestly, I do think that we need to take into account that these things can be a bit subjective and it's okay that somebody would find some of this ugly and somebody would not. Honestly, I haven't yet seen this game be a big offender in that sense. I thought most of it was fine. Like Anne Bonny is an example.
I mean... she didn't change for the better. For whatever reason, her lower or her upper lip disappeared and she has like this super strength philtrum. I don't know why. It's a little bit like, I don't know.
That comes to mind, and while I don't think that she looks bad in the redesign at all, it's obvious that there is
I cannot quite see what could be the difference. If only I could put a finger on it.
less of an accent on her chest or that it is smaller. And like I said, if this was a male character equivalent, I don't think that they would have toned it down at all. In fact, I think they would have put more of an accent. But even if you don't focus on specific characters or what somebody does or doesn't find beautiful,
I discovered you recently. You are now my favorite Vtuber.
Aw.
They stay F.
Thank
I think him in
you.
love.
Mwah.
things like this should already be enough to raise an eyebrow. But yeah, those are my thoughts on it.
Break my butt titties!
For now, after I've played the game, we might revisit this particular discussion, but so far,
Break
seeing
my
this, it's just
titties.
annoying. And I said that this was happening a long time ago. I said this way before the Oblivion remaster came out. Some people did get angry at me for saying it, but I turned out to be right. Again, this is erasure.
Ah, no female is right again. Catastrophe. It's over.
This is censorship, and if they're doing it now in a way that is so
It's
predictable and
over.
surprising to nobody, what is next? I will be totally unsurprised if we continue seeing things like this, while at the same time seeing an uptick in graphic and explicit
I think slowly it's going to change. I think companies will realize that if you put hot chicks and masculine dudes, it's going to sell. If you put mediocre androgenic characters, it will probably sell, but it will not sell as much. And if people will want money, because at the end of the day it's about money, then they will bring the titties back.
depictions of in-game violence. Totally.
Because, you know, otherwise even GTA could have like, you know, a less thicker character, but I don't know, man. That girl, I still remember the gold dress on her booty. Don't remember much of the trailer, but I do remember the dress and her booty.
Unsurprised. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to leave a like and
You know?
subscribe. I really appreciate it. As always, huge shout out to my channel members. Thank you guys so much. And I'll see you all in the next video.
Bye
Peace
bye.
out. Bye.
Nah, man, they're not baiting me. I believe it's going to happen. It's actually the reason why I don't mind that they are doing this anymore, because it's like such a red flag. Every time I look at like the art or cover, I can get the opinion, like what this game is going to be about. You know, like the intergalactic with the bald chick. I know that that game is not going to be for me. I like my women with hair, and also I like it when they are nice to me, you know. So I will probably pass on that. But when I will see something like, I don't know, Resident Evil and Grace is cute, or like, you know, Ada Wong is going to sit on my face, and that's going to be good for me, then I will buy it, and I will probably pay extra for it because it's hot. Really, it's that simple, actually.